can disrupt it here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short
touchdown. That's caught at the 2. Kyle Rudolph. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it is 28-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Darnold down to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, is confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game instead. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. 2nd and 11 now. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th I got.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is At Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April, the rookie from Clemson, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give, it's Aaron Jones. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. First down. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he stopped immediately there. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Green Bay. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Jones again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.